You don't want like an egg sandwich, like with a cheese and bread?
No.
I'm not going to give you just an orange for breakfast.
I want just an orange.
That's not enough sustenance. This is just liquid.
I just want a snack. Wait, where's the camera?
It's right there.
I just want a snack. Morning snack. Like a peanut butter and jelly. Or an Uncrustable. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? We should start making our own homemade Uncrustables.
Well, that's what we bought that thing for.
Wait.
So.
And sell them for 50 cents each. Did you hear me?
50 cents each.
Yeah, 50 cents. Wouldn't that be cool?
It would be so cheap.
Yeah, it's
compared to what everyone's paying. That's for sure.
Well, it's just because they're getting one Uncrustable. If they want 5, they pay
I think it might cost us more than 50 cents to produce it.
How would it cost us more than 50 cents to produce? Well, actually, we'll sell them for 99 cents or $1. 99 cents to $1. How about that? Wouldn't that work out? 99 cents to $1. Be careful with that. Oh, man. Wait. Don't use it until I'm upstairs.
Baby, it's okay. It's a knife.
Oh, that is scary. Wait, you already sliced through it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was quick. I didn't want it like that. I wanted slices. I just wanted you to pull off the peel.
Right, and now you can peel off the peel so much easier, and neither of us are going to have icky fingers.
But I like it to eat it the other way. That just scares me.
I know, it scares me too, baby.
What if it cuts through?
Yeah, it would cut through. That's why I was very careful. That's why this knife lives in the sheath, because it is very, very, very sharp.
What do you think's inside this? Propane. Sounds like propane.
No, that is a part of our water pump. That is the...
Sounds like propane tank material.
It does, it is, yes, indeed. You're correct.
What kind of metal is it?
Steel. Ah! Here, can you take this, baby?
It's going to be hard climbing up stairs with it.
No, it won't. It'll be fine.
It will. I will need a hand. Get it? Will.
You got this.
Bill. Willie.
Will Byers.
Huh?
I want to watch that show with you.
What?
We'll watch it. We'll binge watch it today.
The Garfield movie?
No, not the Garfield. The OA.
What's...
There's only 2 seasons. There's only 2 seasons, so there's probably only like 12 or so episodes. So we can finish it today. Finish the whole show today, yeah. I need to also go and get laundry going. I want to wash the rugs that were on the floor. The floor's still not completely dry, but getting there. So close.
Can I have a plastic cup with water in it? Can I?
Yeah. There's not very much left, but here.
No, not that kind of cup.
There's water in it.
I meant a plastic cup so I could stick orange on the side and eat it like a fancy.
Yeah, you can do that.
Thank you.
Remember, the orange has weight to it, so when you put it up there, there's a possibility that it could tip over your cup.
Hold on a second. Give me a second. Hold on.
Do you have something for wet fingers?
No. Garfield.
Here you go.
Yes. 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 Do you know who Messi is? Mom?
No.
football player. No, soccer player.
Oh, I know of.
Like Ronaldo.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah. Messi is Ronaldo's enemy. I'm thinking maybe I can make some orange juice.
What?
I'm thinking, why don't we make homemade
Don't make orange juice out of that, babe. I think we do have an orange juicer somewhere.
Oh,
I don't know what happened to it.
It's a lemon juice.
It's the same, pretty much. Did you leave it in the car? I feel like it might have left in a car. It was in that box bag, whatever, of kitchen stuff. And I've got the kitchen stuff here now. I didn't see the juicer when I was.
We got it from.
I know,
house.
and I think it may still be in the car.
Last time I saw it, it was in the tent.
I don't know about that. Last time I saw it was in the backseat of the car.
Can you go look for it?
No. I do need to go get the books out of the back of the car, though. There's a couple of good books.
And the paint.
I heard a book fall last night. Mine fell down the stairs.
That was the storybook.
No, there's books back here.
Ah.
I'm feeling run down. My back hurts, Elliot. It hurts almost worse after the massage.
Okay, that's weird.
I know. This last night I woke up and I had like the most my back hurt so bad that it made my stomach hurt. Like I was having like stomach pain. I had to stop laying on my left side because I was hurting so bad in my stomach. I had to roll over. When I woke up this morning, I couldn't hardly get out of bed. You still have a chicken in here.
Can you heat that up?
Yep.
And can you also take my water back? Because I realized I had it over a plate and the orange was like falling off.
I told you, yeah.
I did drink some of it.
Yeah, that's cool.
It had the taste of orange because I did drip a few orange drips in there on purpose.
The spiders really love that camera.
Huh?
Spiders love this one camera. I just watched a small one crawl right up, like almost where the yellow line is.
How tiny was it?
It's a lot smaller than that one. The one that was on that camera the other day was like huge. You know, it was like a big spider, but this one was like a teeny weeny.
Microscopic?
Mm-hmm. Dust bug size.
I'll take that.
The flies that your dad has in his kitchen.
They're not called dust bugs.
That's what I call them. They're called dust bugs.
They're
Okay.
not called pantry.
I know they're called pantry moths. I'm aware.
Excuse me.
I call them dust bugs because they're tiny little bugs that throw off dust.
That's only if you touch them.
Mm-hmm.
They leave just sticky dust on you.
Dust bug, right.
When will the spider come back? I told you to reheat chicken.
Uh-huh.
What else are you reheating?
The potatoes from the store yesterday. I'm heating all of it.
You mean potatoes from the pizza parlor?
Yes.
Not the...
We got potatoes where we got pizza yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
Look, there he is. Going down the side.
I don't see him.
You see him blowing right there?
No.
You don't see the movement. by the base of by the refrigerator. He's climbing up now.
Oh, now I see him.
He's teeny weeny. He doesn't even look like a spider. You can only tell that it's a spider based on the movements. See how he's moving? That's how you can tell it's a spider. It literally just looks like
it's blurry.
It looks like a dot.
It looks like
Pixel.
a blurry blob. Show them. Oh no, bye-bye. And imagine he just falls down.
Well, he's got a bungee cord built into him.
Boinga, boinga, boinga.
Bunga, bunga, bunga.
Mom?
Child.
Here.
Baby, mommy's busy right this moment, okay?
Here,
I can't
it.
take it right quick. I can't take anything quick. I'm literally in this pan.
That spider was so teeny weeny.
Mm-hmm.
It would be microscopic to the human eye. Microscopic to the human eye. Come on, you gotta see this. Don't throw it away.
Oop.
Ah! Ah!
Oop. He looks like he's stoned now.
It looks like he's a car from my angle. Flip him over. He looks like a car. No, the other way.
Oh, it does look like a car. Vroom vroom. Silly goose.
I just wanted you to see that.
Oh,
But I also don't want it up here anymore.
okay. Well,
Because I cannot.
alright, well, you come down here.
No!
Hey, Elliot. Buddy. Dude, I don't know how sturdy this shit is.
I'm sorry.
Now that you know this live is on, you're starting to show your ass.
I know
It's been on for 20 minutes.
I know.
Nuh-uh. You've been sitting here quiet and kind and nice and, just doing your thing. And now you are aware that the live is on and now you're throwing trash on me and stuff like that. Come on now. Stomping, bumping up there. Please don't do that. Mom's not a fan. I don't want to do this floor again. Are you chewing? I need to get scissors. I need to find scissors so I can cut my dog's foot hair. All the other kids with their pumped up kicks gonna run out from my yard. All the other kids with their pumped up kicks gonna run out from my yard. talk, excuse me. Can you look on Netflix, baby, and see if that show is on there?
What?
It's called the OA.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like about time travel and stuff like that. Right, I get it, but how about we watch a show together, and then we'll download it. Go to Netflix and start downloading the show for me.
What is it?
It's called The OA.
D-O-A.
The word the, and then the letters OA. Yes. Download it on Netflix for me so that when we go to do the laundry, we can watch it. Thank you, baby. Appreciate your help.
Is it live action?
Yes.
Well, what year is it from?
2017?
This one's from 2008?
Yep, that'll be it. It's season 2.
No, that's season 1.
It doesn't matter. It's the show. It ran from 2017 to 2019, so either of those will fine.
It's only downloading one.
Baby, there's only one show called the OA,
It
so
said it's only downloading one episode.
okay. You can't click all whole season? You can't click to download the whole season? There's usually a button for that.
Okay, now all things down.
Thank you, baby.
Now I'm undown.
Baby.
Guess what?
Chicken butt?
Nope.
What?
Yes.
You love me.
Yes.
I don't know. Tell me.
You got this?
Mom's not been meditating
Wait.
lately, so I'm not good at guessing right
Which
now.
one's the pea cup? And which one's not the pea cup? We should write down on the cup pea cup. Because when it's raining, we know to not use the wrong one on accident. And then drink out of the wrong one. What? They look identical!
Speaking of, go throw that cup away
What?
in the bin outside.
What?
The cup.
What cup?
Elliot!
This one?
Yep, that'll be the one.
This
Nope.
one with water?
Take that one
I was
and just
looking to
walk out
see
the door
which
and go
one
throw it
to
away.
do.
Thank you. Shh. Oh, just hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Damn it. Then upstairs. Baby wipes. Yes, easy life. He said pea cup. It was pouring ass rain last night and it was dark. I didn't want him to walk, to the porta potty alone, so I just let him pee in a freaking cup. Like a disposable cup. Anyone who's ever done van life or any type of like cabin life, camping, has peed in a cup. I mean, it's like literally like. You don't have a flushing toilet. Sometimes you gotta have a vessel to put pee in. It's like a man having a fucking Gatorade bottle, like for an emergency in his car or something like that. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to pee in a vessel. The funny part is how he like argued with me about it last night because he didn't want to go over there, and then does that little thing right there. That was intentional. That was intentional because he was trying to embarrass me, or like that's what he was trying to do just then.
Garbage bag? Oh, right there.
It's right there. But I don't get embarrassed by that kind of shit, so.
The reason is because...
We're not going to talk about it.
there's a dead bug part in this.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're fine with that. You can do whatever you need. If you need the trash, I'm never going to deny you the trash can. Alright, your food's done. Yeah, so you might as well take it up there with you. Would you like a little bit of a jelly for your potatoes?
Jelly with my bread and peanut butter, yes. Now it's a peanut butter and jam. Jello peanut. Peanut and jello.
You could also use some of your orange and sprinkle it.
By the way, I'm sorry.
Do you want some jelly?
What kind of jelly?
Strawberry jelly.
Yes.
It's really good with the potatoes.
No, it might be good with chicken.
It is really good with the chicken too, yep.
That's actually kind of disturbing. But really, that is kind of...
Dude, the power went out last night for like an hour or two. I think there was an accident. It was a not scheduled outage, so...
Guess what happened in the middle of the night? My mom was about to go to bed, and then all of a sudden...
Boom! Everything went out.
Come back on. No.
Yeah, well, I had said to us, I had said to him, I was like, listen, let's just find a download that we already have somewhere. You know, he's not really allowed to watch YouTube, but there was a couple downloads on YouTube, so I was like, put on a YouTube download that we have on the tablet, and let's just go to bed. You know, when we wake up in the morning, the power will probably be on, but we need to snuggle down now because the heater is off, so it's going to be cold as shit. So we need to make sure that we've got that shit situated. And so, yeah, that's what we did. But right as we were about to go to bed, like we were literally laying in bed, I was dozing off, he was starting to like get settled in. Immediately the power came back on, and so then we woke back up and kind of got shit.
I was like, yay, the power's back on. My mom's like, boom. As soon as the power went on, boom. Mm-hmm. You should know what your eyes were like. You were like this.
My eyes shot open. I got scared. I didn't know what was going on. The lights came on. Oh yeah, that's right. I got like, oh, because the lights. It was dark in here, and then all of a sudden it was super bright, and it like caught me off guard. It was like my grandma walking in the morning to wake me up for school and turning the light on. You've never had that happen, huh? You've never had someone like wake you up by turning the light on and making you like...
When my dad turns the light on, I still sleep.
Your dad gets up and turns the lights on in the morning?
Yeah. And I stay asleep sometimes.
Oh. Well, you got your mask.
No, I wasn't. One time I wasn't using my mask. I was just sleeping, and all of a sudden the lights were on, and I just stayed asleep for about an hour. And then my dad woke me up, and it was like
what a little luxury.
I stayed.
What luxury to have never been woken up abruptly in his entire life.
That night, I stayed up till about 6 a.m. Or about 1. Last time I checked the clock, it was 11 p.m.
I want to clean the patio.
Can I have some water? My mouth is dying.
Yeah, here, let me give you this pea cup.
It's a joke.
It's a little bit on the full side, so be mindful, okay? Dude, why'd you go away?
I'm lifting up my rear end so I can squeeze.
Hello? Be careful, baby. You're bumping into this arm rail. And I don't know about this, I don't know about this whole setup yet. I don't know if Adam did this loft, if it came like this, if the railing was there, or if Adam did it, or what, So, I just really don't want you to be doing gymnastics things in there on the off chance that, it's going to collapse or something. It's not a good idea. And the house isn't not on a foundation. So it's settling a little bit. My back hurts. Other angel. I was wondering what it was. Poor kid. He thinks living like this is an adventure. No, he doesn't. He doesn't think it's an adventure. He just thinks it's life. It's just life. It's just existing. So I've still just been having the same kind of chest pains, but I think yesterday was definitely panicky, attacky things happening. I don't know. I don't think that I was having a heart attack, but maybe I was. I don't know. Maybe I'm still having a heart attack. I don't know. But I ain't got no time to go to the hospital, so we just need to not die. Just move on. Look at the snow. That is some fucking slush right there. What a beautiful fucking morning. God damn, it's so beautiful out. You don't have any right to be as beautiful as you are. All right. I'm gonna clean the patio up a little bit, I think, maybe. I don't want to do this at all. Okay, there's another piece of chicken. In the pan. Yeah, after you eat some potatoes and stuff.
I like the taste of the chicken.
Huh?
I like the taste of the chicken. I'm burning some chicken.
Hardwire this into the house. Just get this set up. Oh yeah, you definitely need to. Some cool lights for the front patio here. Lights for the front patio up here. I don't know, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, babe.
Can you take this?
No. What? Well, what are you doing? Why are you trying to get down?
I'm not trying to get down.
Why are you keeping your water up there? Okay, well, what are you doing?
I'm getting out of this chicken.
Oh.
Because it's so good. Oh, by the way, just to let you know, one of the stairs are cracked.
What? What the fuck? It sure is. It looks like it got cracked when it was installed. Please be careful. Don't stomp on those stairs, especially now.
Okay, can you help me grab
I
this?
hope that's not new.
If it's burning up. Pass it to me when I'm up here. Only most of the time I just skip this step, but actually that's where I put my right foot. It's right where the crack is.
There's those garbage bags we were missing for so long. Underneath.
Pass me a piece of chicken. Chicken.
Pass me your plate, please.
Huh?
Give me your plate.
I can grab it with my hand.
I don't want to touch it with my hands. Where's my phone? Oh.
You took the
I know. Buddy, come on, you gotta eat the potatoes.
Mom. In this Garfield movie is where I got the idea of cat mansion.
Uh-huh.
Because this is like a playhouse. It's miniature.
Ooh!
What?
Nothing.
What is
I was a smart ass thing.
What is
So
it?
don't worry about it. Just bust it.
Tell me what it is.
No! It's nothing.
Tell me.
It's literally so insignificant I don't care to repeat it. It's just nothing. No. Don't eat.
Can I at least see it?
Eat your breakfast. It's nothing to see.
Where are you like, woo? But why? What is it? Tell me what it is. Please. Please, please.
Okay, hold on now. Bye-bye.
Oh, whisper it in my ear. Well, I'll look for myself.
Okay, great.
Can I?
Look what?
The thing on the back.
It's just shampoo and conditioner.
Oh. Not what I thought. Let me see the kind of shampoo.
It's just shampoo and conditioner. That's all it is.
No. Oh, hi, chicken.
I'm gonna use this, Adam. I'm using it on the outside of the house now. Baby, do not go in the puddles. Do not get your shoes wet and your feet wet. You better not. You're already literally standing in water.
Standing in water. I'm standing on two logs above water.
Yeah, don't get those shoes wet.
The water's about this deep.
Okay,
Look.
don't get those shoes. I see, I heard, yes. But please don't get those shoes wet. A bird feeder, a bird feeder.
Oh, I don't have bird feeders.
They're bird feeders.
Don't go in the house. She's thinking about it.
I wonder if these work.
Thank you for asking that.
I can't get it in the ground if I wanted to.
Mom, I found a roly poly
Oh,
in the mouth of the chicken.
I'm sure you did.
No, actually, I just found it on the locks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, Christ. They're about to start falling everywhere.
Kids, it's funny.
Please don't rip. Oh, no.
What happened?
The bag is disintegrating.
Oh no! It dissolved!
Mm-hmm.
Mice? What? How did animals do that?
Do what?
Look, it says atoms.
Yeah, I saw
March
that.
of
Democracy.
5 volumes, Charles Sumner's son. Who's that? Sumner. Subscribe it. Oh, the link is there.
Oh, Lord. This box is falling apart. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's, what's her face? Tammy. This tape is no sticky. This tape has no sticky. Okay. What was I looking for? Tape.
Look at this little cute guy I found.
Oops, scrubbies. Elliot, do you see this?
Yeah.
You know what this is?
Yeah, too.
Yep. You run your foot through it, and then you go in the house. Okay?
I can't believe just now she got back.
Why? It doesn't matter.
She was gone for so long.
She's a grown-up woman. What do you mean? She's not, like, obligated to be here. There's nothing that says she has absolutely to be here for home or travel. This is like a watering bowl that doesn't spill. It's really cool. It's water bowl.
Water hole. Not hole.
I just took them out like not very long ago. I just let them all out like maybe 10 minutes ago. So this water bowl, it doesn't spill. It just needs to get cleaned out. I found all the hose stuff. Tammy, I found all the hose ends. I found all the hose ends. Oh, well, I mean, let them out if you want. I just let them out. I just gotta shut the door so Orly doesn't.
The door! Rocket, don't go in there! No! Popo! Come on, Popo.
The bowl, that water bowl. And then, yeah, these are all hose ends. Remember, we were like looking for hose tip things or whatever to stop it from doing things.
Would be perfect. Oh. Might actually be better. This would definitely stop what's happening right now. It's still leaking, actually.
Is Teeter out?
No. This one actually.
Oh, damn it, I wish they would not poop right here. It's like the color of the rock.
I'm gonna roll poverty.
Damn it.
Look at
They
him.
literally, be careful, Elliot, there's poop right here in this area. Okay.
Do you like him?
Yeah, it's really funny.
He tried to get eaten. Inside here. Inside here. Inside here. You guess who my favorites are?
Dog?
Yeah. Rocket and Dana. And he's starting to like me saying that.
Okay, I cannot forget the garbage again.
They're really cute.
Gotta be washed out. Wash. This has gotta go to the wash. Wash, 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 wash.
It was late.
Oh, she was trying to. Last night, when the power went out, guess what? My mom was like dozing off, about to like actually
So
fall asleep.
apparently that power outage had something to do with the Bonneville.
Bonneville?
Yeah, apparently they've been having like power delivery issues or something is what they were saying.
Well, what I was saying is, my mom was like dozing off, and then all of a sudden the lights turned on, and she was like,
It did startle me.
"Be careful, you're stepping into it."
Yeah, everybody was out. The whole grid was out.
Hey, you want to see how fast I can run? From here to back there, you want to see? Ready?
What are you doing? Running?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me move.
I
So,
always gotta correct my fingers. Ready?
yeah, go ahead.
Here we go.
I like to close that so there was stuff in it. You just did your floors too.
Huh?
So you just did your floors.
I
too.
know. Did you see them? Look at now that they're drying. Look at the color of the floor.
Need to get back.
Look at that. It's still wet a little in places,
Ta-da!
but I literally cannot believe that the floor actually got this clean.
Oh my gosh, it's not blackish.
It's not black, right? Everywhere that it's stained still is either just a real set in stain that I have need to work out, or it just hasn't really finished drying yet.
That looks good.
Hey, you
I
want
couldn't believe it. I didn't believe it worked that well. I didn't think it would.
Hey, do you want to see how?
He's got linoleum?
That whole bunch of them.
Wait, can you pass my
Not
shoes, Mom?
linoleum, but they're
The long pieces?
Yeah.
Are they long, like look like wood?
yeah, kind of.
Those are my flooring pieces, and they suck.
The other they have stickers on the back.
No, mine don't have stickers.
They're clicked together.
They're clicked together, yeah.
Whoa, or like that.
These are like.
Hey, if he has to go potty, let him out.
Can I go potty?
Come on, Ellie, if you want to go pee, go ahead.
Can you pass my shoes? Hey, you want to see how I climb up the stairs? Well,
Hold
technically,
it carefully.
I don't want you going up and down, and you know that. I don't want you playing around like that.
I need to hold on to you so I don't
need
fall.
to make some coffee. I just woke up at 10 and got rolled into leave.
Wait, what time is it?
So I think I'm gonna throw away this pot because it's cracked, but I'm gonna save the machine because like we could find maybe a crock at Goodwill or something.
Oh, keep the lid.
It's really cracked, and it's cracked all the way through.
Oh.
I know, it drips. I checked. It's totally cracked all the way through. Like, see?
We're keeping
There's
this
the crack
lid.
right there.
Yeah.
It's just waiting for the right heat to just like pop.
Go.
Yep.
That sucks.
I know, I'm so
We're
mad.
keeping
What about
The
this.
other one is really good.
We're keeping
So works
this.
great. It just doesn't fit exactly.
We're keeping this
No.
lid. Yes?
No.
Oh.
We'll get one with a lid.
I
It'll
can
have the
use
same.
this then.
I mean, I can use the lid for other stuff, I guess, in the kitchen.
A pot,
But
pan,
this I'm gonna have to throw away.
your face.
Honey,
There's
This.
a thing there.
Look, now it's safe. Nope, that's okay. Hey, turn
Okay, what do I do with this?
it.
Ooh, there's Murphy's oil
Last
soap.
night I got terrified.
because of the dark.
Yes. All of a sudden, boom.
Elliot, be mindful, please. Don't get the dogs all worked up.
Since I kind of looked through that forum thing.
Uh-huh.
I saw your post.
Yeah.
Did you happen to see what Amy said on it?
Elliot, please stop yelling. He's fine.
He's going inside now.
Okay.
I have to bolt in there.
He won't because she's an adult and she knows how to keep him from doing
look
that.
at the snow!
I know, it's fresh from yesterday.
Holy news!
Isn't it neat? It looks pretty deep too.
Inside. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna shove him in there.
People are so fucking funny, dude.
Yeah, they are. Like you. You're hilarious. You're hilarious because once in a
Okay,
while.
watch out. I want to get this off my hands so I don't start getting shakes.
You don't want to get this off.
I don't want cigarette water on me, no.
Why do you have
It will make
cigarette
you...
water on?
I just dumped out that ashtray that is full of water.
you see what I just called cute?
Nope, I am doing stuff.
This I've heard of them. You like push the top down and they come on. Something. Yeah, like. It doesn't seem it. It doesn't seem it.
Dude, go eat your breakfast. Wash your hands off and go eat your breakfast.
That's
You need to chill out.
This, I was talking about this shirt.
Okay, cool. He is cute.
Could
I guess. No, you cannot take anything that does not belong to you.
I was gonna say, can I touch it?
I mean, Elliot, please don't be so damn obtuse.
It's eating my finger. No, don't. Shh.
I'm not throwing anything away that's not icky. Okay?
You throw away.
Elliot,
screw.
hush and be quiet. Now stop.
You just threw away
Stop.
screw, though.
God damn it, Elliot. Shut up. Please.
Mind giving me a hand by holding it.
I would really prefer if you just just go on and help him. You don't have
Yeah, but I have poop on my shoe.
You have poop on your shoe and you're rubbing it in that thing right now, then that's bad news bears. Go rinse your shoe off. Don't
You said don't get it wet.
get the fucking shit off of your shoe. If your shoe is wet, I meant don't step in a gross puddle where the dog poops and now there's a pond there. You touch that water, you're literally standing in shit. God bless America, dude. Buddy, use your impulse control. Start using impulse control. I don't want to leave an ashtray at my front door because I don't want to invite anyone to smoke at my door, but it's not my fucking stuff, so I have to leave it there. Full. Yeah, it looks like that. Coffee or something. Creamer. I think it's coffee creamer. Oh, you gotta screw it into the ground. I should do that for him. Watch out, baby doll. Obviously, it was an accident. Please watch out.
I need to wash my hands. rug into the ground.
I don't. Wasn't talking about the rug. Wasn't talking about the rug.
What are you talking about?
The shoe thing.
Oh.
The shoe cleaner machine.
I said, oh.
Dude, stop being so damn rude.
I need to wash my hands.
Okay, so go wash your hands.
Where the heck are the baby wipes?
They're gone.
Why?
Because someone uses them to wash their hands instead of going and washing their hands.
Huh?
Buddy. I'm starting to get irritated now.
The rug's right where I'm
Elliot, I'm trying to get him out of my way. Do not start.
Should I just step on them?
Please do not step on a roly-poly in my house. Yes, step on the rug. Please don't step on the dead roly-poly. Go ahead and step on the rug. Yeah, and just please, buddy, go on. Trying to clean your patio off. Here, go over that way a little though, so that your water doesn't.
I'm just washing them.
Okay. What the fuck was that?
Bye. Well, I guess she didn't like it. She didn't like it. She
What?
said she didn't like it.
Okay, I
And
told
she
you.
gave it to me.
Okay, I told you
Told me what?
not to give it to her because those candies are gross.
Well, she said when you were like shocked.
Alright, I'm gonna move these over and shut the front door. Oh, me too.
When I'm done with my lunch, I'll try some. Since this is the last one, I'm actually saving.
Elliot, finish your breakfast. I don't want to hear a single thing about eating candy. Eat your breakfast.
I just said when I'm done eating breakfast,
Good.
I'm gonna eat a couple.
Okay,
I'm gonna save the rest.
that's fine. It's too fun. mom should be allowed to use the bathroom. And I have no say about it. I don't care either way. All I want to do is try to enforce the island stuff. Just to do the island stuff. Literally it. Anyway, just thought that was funny anecdotal. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks. Cool. Got myself a little front patio. Oh, shit.
What?
Well, apparently the door is not waterproof.
Obviously.
What do you mean, obviously? It's supposed to be waterproof. It's a fucking door.
Only because it moves after you shut it. You got to push and crack.
Damn, man, it done shot like a bunch of dirty shit in here, too.
Let me show you what I'm talking
Baby, thank you. I'm just gonna use the vacuum.
about. What I'm talking about, let me show you with the door what the problem is.
Baby, I would really prefer that if you just didn't come up and down the
It
stairs.
needs to be shut in.
No, it needs to be open so I can see what I'm doing.
What?
I need it open so I can see what I'm doing.
Look.
I'm looking.
It wiggled.
Yeah.
That happening.
There's supposed to be weather stripping, though, that keeps that from happening. That's kind of the whole point of it.
What is, that's the reason Adam has cardboard on. Cardboard. That's the reason he has cardboard on.
Mm. So badass. I cannot believe it. I love it. I love this little thing. It's like a Bissell Spot Clean Pro Heat.
You like it besides it leaks?
That was the user error.
Oh, you did it wrong?
I did something wrong, correct.
What was it?
I screwed the thing in incorrectly. Ugh, it smells now. Dog
Keep
pee.
the door open.
God, I hate that smell.
Or at least open the window and turn on the fan that's drilled on it.
Mm-hmm. I wish I had some freaking incense. I want incense so bad. Had to go run and chase Orly outside earlier. Got my freaking favorite fuzzy socks all wet. Can't put them there because you'll knock them down. I'm trying to keep. No, the bus is not gone. The bus is still on my land.
Well, technically it is gone.
No, it is not gone. Please don't add. Elliot, can you control your impulses? No, listen.
It's gone because it's not
Hey,
with us.
listen. I want you to control your impulses of just saying the first thing that pops into your head. Please. Please. Use impulse control, bud. The bus is not gone. The bus is sitting right where we left it. You guys, I have something to tell you that is absolutely mind-blowing. So, I've been like really upset and complaining. I'm trying to understand why God has me in this position. Like, why? What has happened? Well, there was a fucking murder 2 days ago, like basically on my property. The person who did the murder, I've seen that vehicle 100%. back and forth between where my female landmate, her little spot. I've seen that car going. I've seen that driver. I've seen the person. So, this guy got attacked, and like, it was so severe. Oh my God. Ow. Oh my goodness. That dreadlock is looped around the other hairs. Anyways, the murder was really, really, really violent. It was a stabbing, and the man, like, it was bad. But I realized as soon as I heard what was going on, I realized
we were meant to go off that property.
realized that I was meant to be away from that property. Here. And even though it's miserable.
Tell them what happened to the bus.
Shh. I don't know what you're talking about, but please stop. Shh. I don't know what you're talking about. They already know about that, yeah. So anyways,
well, tell everybody that's new in here.
Okay, so anyways, this situation.
I can't finish that. Can I have some of this?
No. No, you didn't even eat the potatoes.
I ate a few.
No, you didn't. You ate the jelly and the chicken.
No, I used the jelly with the chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And then same as the new piece, and with a couple of the dang things, those.
You didn't even eat the orange.
No, I ate one. I just finished one.
Yeah. Just saying, there's like a lot of stuff left.
So please let me have some. Yum, 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 yum.
Whatever, dude. Just keep your shit together.
I will.
Don't ruin it for yourself.
By the way.
But anyways, this murder was so fucking severe, and it really made me realize, like, 100%, like, even though this shit fucking sucks, like, there's a reason why I'm not there. And it's important. It's a very important reason. And, like, I'm just 100% not safe there. This is the second time in literally fucking 4 months that something serious has happened on that property since I left. And I really believe that God wanted me out of there. And yeah, maybe I'm suffering. Maybe I have to live in a tent with mildew, and like, you know, I have to deal with like water and humidity and stuff like that, but it won't be forever. And like, there's a reason that I had to get off that property like right now. And I had to do so by whatever means was necessary. Whatever opportunity came my way. And like, basically I've been sitting here complaining, crying and complaining because God was protecting me from being murdered. And my ass is sitting here fucking complaining about it. Like, who the fuck do I think I am? Anyway, it put a lot of shit into perspective for me and made me realize, like, you know, I shouldn't let anything else, any outside noise get in the way of what I know to be true, which is that God always has a fucking super good reason. Even if I don't know what that reason is, there's always one. I tend to find out in retrospect, like I'll find out later on why that happened that way. But for right now, it's just too much and too fast, and so, you know, like, so it's just, I have no business knowing about it right now. So I just need to know that I'm supposed to be doing this, and that's just the way of it. Does it suck? Yes. But is it better than being murdered? Absolutely. So it's fucking scary, and really fucking scary. I don't know the murderer, but I knew the victim, yes.
Who was he?
It was a guy that was living off grid, just like we were.
Wait.
It was close, really close. Like, basically across the street. It's like 2 houses down.
How did he end up on our property dead?
He didn't end up on our property dead. He's our neighbor, baby. I mean, I'm still kind of finding stuff out. Like, I don't really know. All I'm seeing is like speculation from other people. You know what I mean? Because like, I'm not there. So, and I'm not related to him. So like, I don't have inside information or anything like that, you know? I just know basically what everybody else knows in the neighborhood. What did I just do with it? There it is. But anyways, I want my bus here, though. I do want my bus here, but it's just not something that I can do. I don't have the money, and like moving it is a fucking an Olympic event. So what I've decided that I'm going to do is I'm going to rent a U-Haul. I'm going to empty my bus completely. I'm going to literally pack everything, empty the bus, and then I'm going to sell it or give it away. I might just give it away. But if I give it away, I have to make sure that I'm giving it to someone who can handle the burden that is a bus. You know, I don't want to just like give it to a single mom and now she's got this bus to worry about and no place to park it and, you know, stuff like that. So I don't want to give it to someone where it's going to create a bigger problem in their life. But if I find a single mom or something like that that has space, needs the bus, things like that, and it all aligns, I will just give the bus away. It's easier than dealing with selling it and stuff like that. Yeah, Misty, it is never ending. You know it. You know it. You've been here since the beginning. But I'm here in this, Adam says that I can stay here in the shed as long as I need to, you know, for now, obviously. And I still have my tent. So, like, if I can only stay in here until spring, that's fine. Because by spring, you know, it'll be better weather and everything like that. But I'm really fucking happy in here. Like, really happy in here. This is, like, literally a little dream for me. This is something I've been fantasizing about. Like, that right there. The lights and that, literally, this right here that you're looking at in my background right here, I've literally fantasized about this. I've literally fantasized about it. And so, you know, and we have a loft. Like, literally, Elliot has his own space.
Can I sleep up here tonight?
There's no bedding or anything like that. If I had a bed for you, you could sleep up there. But there's honestly no bed would fit up there, so.
Not a bed. I mean,
You need something to sleep in.
just like a small, like, what's it called? Like, I mean, actually.
Daddy's calling you. Call your dad. Is it muted right now?
FaceTime audio call Grandpa Josh on speaker.
Something to sleep on, so you need like you need something to sleep on top of.
I want to sleep on this because it's so comfy.
I mean, I guess you can sleep like on the heated blanket as a pallet, and then I can give you the blue comforter to sleep with.
That would work. Oh, good. How are you? Tammy said she didn't like the fizzy flavored, grape artificially flavored fizz candy. She said she didn't like it. So
someone emailed me, like with a bunch of really cool information, and so I want to. I've been really like thinking about everything that she suggested as far as like how to make my how to get my branding stuff situated, and so that I can just like leave all the garbage. Like, I'm done talking about like the harassment and shit. I'm done with that. I'm like literally moving on. I don't even like, I am so done with it. Like, I'm not gonna play that like tit for tat stuff with this person. If someone wants to spread lies about me on the internet, you know, it is what it is. I really don't care. It hasn't affected me in any way, shape, or form. In the sense that like she's not been able to convince the world that I'm a terrible person, because people do have their own eyes. You know, so they can make up their mind. But so anyways, I am super excited because being here, being in this room, being in a shed, like having a roof over my fucking head and electricity to warm myself, like it has made, I'm just literally can't even explain to you how much better my mental health is, like instantaneously. Like the way that I felt like 5 days ago, I do not feel that way anymore. And that's what I've been trying to say this for the people who don't actually like watch me regularly, but like when I'm yelling, when I am being grumpy or whatever, there's something wrong. Like there's something wrong. My basic needs aren't being met. And so if I had my basic needs met, that shit would not be, because I'm just not that kind of person. Like, I'm not a mean person. I'm not like a vindictive or aggressive person. I just, literally can't function long term, burning myself out without my basic needs met. And just being a mom is extremely, like, it will burn you the fuck out if you aren't meeting your needs. That's just being a mom. And not even to to mention the fact that, like, everything else that's going on and seemingly like piling on me at once. But that all being said, I realize now God gave me a little perspective and helps me see that, like, wherever I am and no matter what suffering I'm going through, it is better than what could happen if I was still on that property. And also, like, it just, this whole, like, the murder thing just reiterates to me how I literally cannot go back to that fucking property. Like, I'm not going to go back to that property and live there by myself anymore. It's not a good idea. It's just not safe. There's too many weirdos, and, like, I've been told by God that, like, shit ain't right there and I need to be away from there. And I need to just stop complaining, stop being upset because maybe everything's not exactly the way that I want it, because, like, you can't really control everything. I need to stop complaining and I need to move forward. I need to just be like, okay, yeah, life sucks. Like, I'm living in a fucking tent, whatever. I'm not anymore, but, like, this is my life right now, and this is better than being murdered. You know what I mean? It's better than being out there alone and having this, like, the potential of something really fucking bad happening.
That guy killed on our property?
Not on our land. It's exactly. I thought it was at first because of the what they were talking about, but once I did a little bit more research last night, it wasn't the case. It's like right across the street. Basically.
It was on his property?
It was like right across the street.
Oh.
Shh. It's just like right across the street. Okay? Like less than a mile from where we live. Okay?
He was murdered less than a mile from where we live. No, literally, he was murdered less than an actual mile.
Tyler, I totally fucking did. Yes, absolutely. Hold on.
What's funny about him dying?
You can get them you can buy them on Amazon if you just look them up, Heather Reeves. I actually wrote 3 books, but the third book is like all of these books combined into one and for children. But so I've got...
I did that so my dad could hear because he's on the lab, also on the phone.
Okay. Anyway, so lean into the cringe. This book will show you how to turn awkward moments into opportunities for growth, set bold goals despite your fear, build emotional resilience and self-acceptance, overcome the need for approval, and live authentically, embrace vulnerability as a strength, not a weakness. And that's this one. And this one, Mastering Resilience, this one is like about harassment, stalking, how to basically not let bullying fuck with your head. So, like, everything you guys have seen me, like, crying, depressed, upset and stuff, that I swear to God, okay, like, I literally swear to God, it has absolutely nothing to do with this harassment and stuff like that. It doesn't. It has to do with the fact that I can't meet my basic needs, which means I can't meet his basic needs. And it torments me. Okay, it torments me to not be able to take care of my child in the way that he deserves to be taken care of. Because I love him, and I've literally sacrificed everything that I'm suffering is because I want his life to be better. And, unfortunately or fortunately, God finds that it is necessary that Elliot is raised in a lack of money environment so that he doesn't become a monster when he's adult. If he had everything he ever wanted, if I was wealthy and I was able to give Elliot every single thing he ever wanted, and we were able to live in a way that a lot of people don't get to live, he would not gain a certain perspective on the world that is extremely necessary in order to be a good fucking person. Okay? I don't want to raise an entitled monster. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, Mastering Resilience is about surviving online harassment and cyberbullying while rebuilding confidence, reclaiming power, thriving in the face of adversity. Instead of letting the trolls define you, you can transform your pain into strength. And in this book, there's like all kinds of cool shit. So it says, whether you're an entrepreneur, a content creator, or just someone struggling with online negativity, Mastering Resilience will empower you to rise above the noise, reclaim your peace, and thrive in a digital world. So those are my 2 books. And so I wrote them, edited them, and published them like all myself. I had help from Terry to convert it into Kindle and kind of like help me with the editing and formatting and stuff to make it so that it could go on Kindle, because I don't have administrative access on the laptop, so I can't like do certain things. It was an app or something, a program you had to install in order to convert Word into Kindle. But anyway, so I'm not a fucking editor. I'm not a publisher. I'm just a person who had something inside of me that I had to get out of me now. And so there's going to be fucking mess ups in there. I know it. There's going to be, errors and shit and maybe like missed things and whatever. So take it all with a grain of salt. The message is what's important. Don't get lost in the grammar. But anyways. Well, Dragonfly, literally, so I actually, I really want to talk to you about a lot of the stuff that you had suggested the other day, as far as like marketing, branding, and whatever. And honestly, like if maybe the mods and whatever, we can just like make sure you are who you say you are, before I like go giving you like inside access or whatever. But I do want to discuss some things with you about that, like, because those are really good ideas and I need help like that. That's what I've been literally needing pretty much more than anything, is someone who knows how to do that and who can either help me do that or do it for me. And then I can just pay them. You know what I mean? So that's super important. I have absolutely no clue about SEO, whatever, stuff. Grave Angels. So I don't think so. She broke into my Amazon account and bought stuff with my credit card, changed the phone number, changed the default address, and then tried to change all the passwords to kick me out of my own Amazon account. And she took the RV that I had all my, like, I had stuff that was like really important, like sacred things, my grandma's things, Elliot's baby stuff that I had left over from the fire that I lost literally everything in. So, that was like where my most important stuff was in that RV, because I didn't want it in the bus because, one, there was nowhere to put it that it would stay safe. I have a kid and a dog and a cat and everything gets destroyed. So anything that I cared about, I had packed away and put inside that RV. She took the RV and moved it outside of the gate. She took it to the part of our property that is out and exposed to the main road and just left it there. And then she had this homeless couple living up at the top of the property that were literally going through and like stealing everything. They stole everything out of there. I got completely ransacked. And just moving the RV, it made all the it made the countertop with the sink, the whole kitchen space in the RV. Yeah. I'm talking to the camera, the whole thing fell. Like the whole counter space just fell forward. Like it wasn't attached to the wall anymore or whatever. And so like that was just a fucking nightmare. So yeah, after she did those two things, how can I, like literally, how can I trust that she's going to make the payments that we agree to? She's not going to pay, and I'm going to have to take her to court. And I'm just going to be in this situation again in 2 fucking years from now. So I would just really rather, if I tried to have a GoFundMe right now. The link is on my, in my, what's it called? My, link tree or whatever. I have a GoFundMe right now because I need help to try and get the money to pay this lawyer. I need just under $1,000, and if I can pay the lawyer, then
Don't go to court and get
I can.
arrested.
No. Please stop, Peanut Gallery, with your impulsive thoughts, babe. No, if I can go to court, then I can sell the property. That's essentially what I want to do. I own 50% of the property, so I want to sell the land. And I gave her, I'm legally allowed to do that because I have given her over a year
to buy it from me at fair market value. I was even willing to give her below market value if she paid me cash and I was able to just walk away really quickly. But she doesn't want to do that. She wants to pay me $15,000 and that's it. And the land is $100,000 at least.
Look at this.
And I'm not going to do that.
Right?
Matthew gave me that money to start a mom community. I'm not going to just get pushed out by a bully and like let her just take over and steal our dream.
Mom, ready?
I'll suffer and just own the land.
Okay, ready? I'm gonna do it like I'm a cat. Or those weird kind
Sweetie, I don't want you going up and down, up and down. Stop.
I'm coming down.
Okay, so you're down now and whatever's up there is left up there.
Well, I'm only going to go up.
You're not going to go back up there again. I'll go up there and and you're not going to be able to use the tablet. Oh shit, you know what you need to do? You actually need to start doing some schoolwork.
No, it's a sad Sunday.
What's that got to do with the price of beans in China?
That it doesn't.
Did you do work on Friday?
Yes.
Really? What work?
Schoolwork at
Tell
my
me.
dad's.
No, you're lying.
Wait, what was I doing?
You're going to read.
Stop. I'm trying to think.
Do not grab.
When I came down.
Do not grab.
Water. And to use the bathroom.
This is like an original
Book.
Deer Valley School District. Look at that. Please don't pull my hair, baby.
Well, I was like, why are you trying to see your face? And I'm trying to do this so I don't fall over. I'll be back in a minute.
1996. Okay. My fucking back is hurting. I did something the other day when I was like moving furniture around and getting this shed, whatever. Like in the very beginning of my work, I fucking did some dumb shit and twanged my fucking back. Ever since then, it's been fucking hurting. It's been giving me stomach pain too. It like hurts on the inside of my spine. Hi, Toodles. Yeah, I mean, and that's not even, I mean, like, you know, that's not even like half of what she's actually done over the course of 3 years. So you got to realize, like, Matthew gave me the $100,000 to buy the land and create a mom community. So I invited my best friend, who at the time, my best friend.
I stood on the porch.
Did you fall?
Nope.
Okay.
I just was like, woo.
Be careful, it's wet. So that's why I was hosing it off, is because it was gross.
I just had to use the bathroom and stuff.
Okay.
And get water now.
But anyway, so I invited my best friend who had a bus, who had a child, who was a single mom, who was living off grid, doing the homestead stuff. Elliot, please, with the peanut gallery impulsive stuff. Bud.
What? They were trying to cut off my toe.
Don't talk bad about nobody. Okay? It's not just a shit on people pot. Like, I'm just telling the story of what happened. We're not going to go into, you know, the nuances of things. It's too much. But anyways, so I invited my best friend. I was like, I know exactly the person who I want to bring with me on this, Matthew. And he was like, okay. And so I brought Matthew to meet her. And like, he was trying to, like, he did not want her to be a part of it after, when we got closer and closer to the closing date. He almost backed out like twice because he was something about her threw him off. And I didn't see it because I was in love with her. She was my best fucking friend in a spiritual way. Like, we had the same spiritual belief. But see, what I'm realizing after 3 years of time away, what I realized is that she is a narcissist. And so she was mimicking me. And because she was mimicking me, my autistic ass thought she was exactly like me. She completely understood me. We had so much like each other, but she was just mirroring me. And I didn't even know about this stuff even then like that. Like, I'd done a lot of research since then and a lot of work on myself, because I don't want to ever be in that situation again. So what part did I play in this whole thing happening? I need to face it and recognize it and acknowledge it so that I don't ever do that again. Yes, babe. Please don't lean on that.
When you want to wake me up and it's time to wake up and you're awake, just come up and tickle my feet and then I'll probably wake up.
Okay.
And let me show you how I'm going to lay down. I'm going to lay down on, like, you need to climb up the stairs a little so you can see better.
But you can just tell me.
I'm going to lay on my back
Uh-huh.
and have my feet down here by the stairs.
Okay. That's how I slept. Yeah.
Like.
Yep, that's how I slept in there.
I just have enough space. I've laid down a few times on
The ground was really hard, though, and it hurt my lower spine a little bit.
Oh, and when
I wonder if that's when my went
When I
numb.
was sick to my stomach up here after I ate some candy, this was weeks ago, but I laid down. This is when I was here.
Okay. Good morning, Mini-Me. Yep. So, like, essentially, so on day one that we signed the title, day one, she got to the property a little bit earlier than I did. And when I got there, she was parked. Like, I have it on video. I posted a video on TikTok that was like, I didn't know I couldn't do it, so I did it. It was like a voiceover. It was like one of my first TikToks, like very early on in my TikTok thing. And it was me and her, and we're like going around, and I did the audio for the thing. So, but the original video that I took was us going around and talking about who's going to park where and who's going to go, where my bus is going to go, where her bus, and why she doesn't want to go there, why she wants to go here, and this, that, and the third, right? So then we got the day we moved there, she parked in the spot that we had already agreed was my spot. And she started unloading all of her stuff. She had bricks set up, like she was making her front patio, and like she was moved in. And I was just like, my bus is bigger than hers by like 10 feet. So I can't fit in certain areas. So the places where she could go and make herself comfortable, I couldn't go there. That was the only place I could go that didn't put me in the middle of a fucking, like, there was 18 abandoned cars on my property when I bought it. That was one of the motivating factors for buying the property, because it was so cheap, because it was trashed. And I know that if there's cars on the property, if they're not stolen, if they're stolen, the cops will take them. They'll get towed either way. If they're not stolen, then you can have a scrap person come to your house, load up all the cars, take them, and give you a check for scrap metal. You just have to take out all the personal effects and stuff like that. So I knew that, and that's why that was the property that I wanted, because specifically that reason. You know, there's cheap for that reason. It was 8 acres for $100,000. Are you kidding me? But anyway, so she moved into the spot that was supposed to be for me, and I said something about it. I was like, what's going on? As soon as I saw her with this strange man, and they had hickeys and stuff like that, and she was drinking a beer and smoking a cigarette, and I was just like, who is this? Elliot, please, shh. It's where, like, you have suction on you or whatever, and it creates, like, blood vessels at the thing. Like, if you suck on your skin, how it turns red. What's left is a hickey.
Well, that's what my dad sometimes has. Wait.
Your dad doesn't have hickeys. Not like that.
His veins are, like, about to explode.
Those are varicose veins. That's different.
They're that thick.
But so anyways, I said something about it. I was like, hey, what's going on? Like, this is weird. You're drinking and smoking, and you parked in my spot. Like, I was like, this is a manifestation. I've never included anyone in my manifestations before. Please don't start doing that kind of stuff. God will get mad and will take this away from us. Like, you can't start misbehaving just because you got what you wanted. Like, you have to continue to, like, you know, aren't you supposed to be, like, acting that way because that's who you are? You know, like being a good person and, like, not being naughty. Like, God doesn't like that shit. And God will let you know. You know, you're like, without a doubt, like, and so I got freaked out, and I was like, what is going on? Then she disappeared for 3 days. And when she came back, now I called her mom while she was gone for 3 days. We just bought property together. We just moved into the middle of the woods. She didn't say she was leaving. So all these things. And then her phone was going right to voicemail, and I was like, ew, gross. Ugh. So her phone was going right to voicemail, and I was freaked out. So I called her mom, and I was like, have you heard from her? Is she, like, okay? And then she got mad at me for calling her mom. It's like, why couldn't you? It's not my fault that you're telling your mom secrets. You're lying to your mom and keeping stuff from your mom. That's not my problem. I am your teammate. We just bought property together. So, like, I'm worried about you. I would hope to God if I disappeared for 3 days that you would care enough about me to, like, reach out to people you know that know me mutually to see if they'd heard from me. That's like what, how can you get mad at someone for that? But she did. She chewed me the fuck out. And then after she chewed me out, she like did something. We separated for like 30 minutes. And then she came back. She's like, oh my God, I have to tell you this. I've met the man of my dreams and I'm in love. He'll be here in 2 hours. He's moving in. What? What do you mean he's moving in? We just signed a title for a mom community. What are you doing? And then, of course, I'm jealous of her happiness. I'm obsessed with her. All these things. It's me. I'm the problem. It's my fault. And so from literally that day forward, she treated me like shit. And she had bullied me. She did so much fucked up shit. She took, so anything that was, mind you, it's just me by myself. I'm not a fucking fighter. I'm not gonna go like trying, I'm not gonna physically fight anyone. If you want it that bad, take it, it's yours. I'm not gonna fucking, I'm not involved, you know? And so she took advantage of that. And anything that we had collected together over the 6 months that we were waiting for the closing to happen.
So I don't need it anymore. I'm trying to stop eating anymore.
So anything that we had collected together or that I paid half for was hers now. It was hers. The property is hers. I just happened to be there. That's the story she tells everybody.
Well, she's bully.
She tells everybody that
Can I have a piece
it's her property, that she fucking, that I just have, the story that she's telling now is that I begged Matthew to put me on the title. And it was her mom, it was apparently her mother who convinced Matthew to put me on the title.
Mom?
Okay, that's weird because me and Matthew were having lots of conversations about everything. And it was the opposite. Like she wasn't going to go on. And I did say to Matthew, I was like, Matthew, like, you know, if you back out of this on the day that we're signing the title, I'm going to be homeless too. Like I don't have anywhere to go either, you know, like whatever. So like there was a conversation about her because he wanted to back out. Yeah. He wanted to back out because he was so something about her got him so freaked out.
Make sure it's an Uncrustable.
Okay. I don't know where the thing is, so.
You don't know where it is. You're the one that last used it.
Yep. I just got to find it, Elliot.
I'm just you're the last one.
I didn't say, Elliot, you lost it.
No, I'm saying you're the last
I'm the last one to use it, correct.
How did you lose it?
Because somehow it's gone. Like it's dark in here. I can't see very well.
Let me help you.
I got it, baby, please.
Oh, you found it?
No, I'm gonna find it. I think it fell down on the floor.
By the way, make sure I go back with my dad with that. My dad's with it. Because he's been wondering where it is.
But anyway, so he has not been wondering where it was because it's been with me. It's been here.
So I told him that it was at him. Come on, let me help you find it.
But anyway, so
Because I have 25 vision.
So yeah, so then from that moment on, I was public enemy number 1. I was evil. Oh, here it is. It did fall. I knew it.
As I'm coming down.
I was evil. I was jealous. I'm a liar. I'm a thief. I'm all this shit. All this shit.
Which
And at the end of the day, well, yeah. At the end of the day, like so she went around. Ugh! Please let me speak. Please stop interrupting. Please stop interrupting. I'm making you a peanut butter jelly. Please stop interrupting me. It's making me very frustrated. It's hard enough for me to speak the story out in general. Okay? It's hard enough for me to stay on track and not get distracted. Please, please, please stop interrupting me. It's giving me high blood pressure. Anyway, so I don't remember where I was at.
We were talking about how
We're not saying her name.
She is like the property is hers, and it so happens that I am.
Anyway, so she spent the last 3 years making my life an absolute living fucking nightmare. Like I'm talking about like she took stuff that was, like I said, it was hers now. So she took it. And it was right, we closed on our property November 11th of 2021. So winter. you know? And so she took all the chainsaw, she took the axes, she took the wheelbarrows, I had a water collection set up because I didn't have running water or anything, you know, at the land. I had a barrel and set up with like a little valve at the bottom of it to collect rainwater. And that she kicked that over and took it. That was hers too now. Everything was hers. Anything that we had acquired together or that was up to that point, she had any knowledge of its existence, it became hers. So she stripped me of everything that I needed to survive for winter.
Besides the bus.
Baby, please stop interrupting with your impulsive peanut gallery nuggets of information. But buddy, there might be something that you are going to come out with and say that maybe I don't particularly want to say.
Like I was.
It's.
Like I was wearing the Harry Potter suit and I thought she was taking
Yeah, that
my
was
toys.
sad. That was really sad.
And
So
then
yeah,
I
that
was
day.
there for another 2
So
years.
he's right. So actually, thank you. So the day that she came and just took everything and was like telling me what a terrible person I am and, you know, like cussing me sideways. Elliot, we had just ordered a Harry Potter costume from Amazon for Elliot. And he was wearing it. And I was literally filming him. He was like waving a magic wand. He had his Harry Potter glasses and everything on. And he was like, abracadabra, turn my mom into a frog. And then me, the camera, I was like, you know, like turning into a frog. And then all of a sudden, boom, boom, boom on the side of the bus. She's like walking alongside of my bus, booming on the bus as she's walking alongside. Boom, boom, boom. And then we're like, what the fuck is going on? You know? Anyway, Elliot freaked out naturally, but this whole situation, because she's now yelling at us and we're confused, not even really knowing what's going on. You know, like what the hell's going on? So she starts kicking over the water and taking the water and start taking all the stuff. Elliot started screaming and crying and begging her to stop. He thought she was taking all of his toys and like everything, you know, from the yard. Because she was like just taking shit, like everything. Like he was freaked the fuck out. Like he was very traumatized by it. So anyway.
I'm still traumatized.
Yeah, I know. Anyways, he literally, so that costume, he would not put it on. He refused to put that costume on for 2 years. Okay. And the only reason that he was able to overcome his like anxiety and was able to start using that costume because I bought a little RV and I got us the fuck out of there for a couple of months. We just went on a little RV trip. And we just traveled around for like 3 months. And while we were on that trip, he had like a breakthrough where he felt confident and he felt safe. And he felt, you know, like he was ready to face his anxieties and stuff like that. He was ready to lean into the cringe, if you will. And so I remember it's on my TikTok. I filmed a video about it, about how proud I was of him for overcoming his fear and like, you know, deciding to wear the costume in spite of like the anxiety, you know, and stuff like that. I was just very, very proud of him and overcoming his fear like that. But yeah, so that is, she would send text messages randomly talking about how like she wanted, like I needed to give her my internet signal booster. So basically for 3 years, I lived in fear that in the middle of the night or when I went to the store or whatever, that she was just going to walk over and either cut my internet, which would have been devastating for me because that was my only communication with the outside world. And I didn't have Starlink yet. So that was my only source of communication with the outside world at all.
If she cut our power box, we would be dead.
But you know what she did do is she did put water in my gas cans multiple times. So
Destroyed our gas.
Our generators
Yeah.
got destroyed
And
multiple times.
Had 5 or 6 generators.
Yep. So that like for the last, so the reason why I prayed to God, I literally prayed to God February of 2024, November of 2023. And I said, God, if this is not the place where I'm meant to be, just show me something. Just give me just flashed the little flicker of light at the end of the dark hallway, so I just have an idea of what direction to head into. Just give me a little flicker of something. And the next day, I found out that the Reddit had given my information to a pedophile, and that this pedophile was actively looking for me. And then I found out that one of them had called the county and said all this bullshit. And so the county came that day too. So the county came to see me and to like see if I was like, you know, what is it called? Littering or like dumping stuff into the river or whatever, you know?
Which, no, that's what she was doing.
But yeah, that's exactly, that's ironic because that's what she does, but
And
I wasn't.
they
But anyways,
tried to go down
so
some
anyways,
later
we're not going to talk about that part. That's not our part of the story. But anyway, so the county came and my neighbor had come over to help me deal with like the county, talk to them and stuff like that, because I'm, you know, I was like already kind of like dealing with some other shit, and I'd literally done that prayer the day before because I was like already going through stuff, you know? So like I just didn't have the mental bandwidth to handle adult conversations about something so important as like the county and stuff like that. So my neighbor came over with me, and while my neighbor was there, like she was like, Heather, why don't you ask her to buy you out? Why don't you see if she would buy this property from your share of the property from you? And I was like, because I don't have anywhere to go, and I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I have lost the only sense of stability that I have, which is a roof over my head. I don't want to be homeless. I don't want to be in a position where I didn't want to be in this situation, essentially, you know what I mean? And so, so my neighbor was like, you can stay in the cabin in my yard. I have a cabin, you can stay in it. And so her just saying that was like God had just answered my question. All God had to do was just show me a direction that I was supposed to head in, and I would do it. So from that moment on, I was determined to sell that property to her or get rid, you know, from that point on. So from November of 2023.
Mom, I wrote a heart in the carpet.
Okay. And November 2023 is when I decided that was it. I was done. And I just said by February of 2024, if something hasn't changed, if I haven't been able to do anything, like that's it, I'm done. I'm just gonna I'm gonna figure something else out. I gotta go. So February came around, and I think around February is when she and I started talking about, it might have been February when the county came. I can't remember. But it was November was when I was in crisis. I know that. And then February was like when she made me the first offer. I messaged her and I was like, I want you to buy me out. I'm done. I want to walk away from the property. I'm done. And so she was like, okay, I can give you $15,000. And I was like, or no, I said, I'll take $45,000, which is less than half. Okay. That's less than half. And so she was like, she didn't reply for a couple days. And then she replied with, she could give me $10,000 or $15,000. And I was like, no, absolutely not. Like, what? No. I was like, I'll sell it to you for $33,000 if you give me cash. And then she was talking about that. So she was going to say, okay, well, I can only do 28. And I was like, fine. If you pay me $28,000 cash, I'll take it. Well, then, you know, oh, she can't do this, that, and you know, months and months and months go by. And then around maybe like 4 months ago, she started saying, oh, well, I'll make payments. I'll just make payments. I'll give you the $15,000 and I'll make you payments. Are you okay with that? And I was like, yeah, if like it's regulated by somebody, like I'm not just going to trust you to make payments. And so if like the title office is the one that controls all that stuff, sure, like I'm willing to make payments if it's regulated by a mediated, like a non-invested body. You know what I mean? Like someone who doesn't have any ties to you or me and that can just do things exactly fair. So here, baby. So,
Land crystal's done. Yay, it looks perfect.
thank you.
Yay.
So anyways,
How did you finish it?
like 2 minutes ago. So anyway,
And you forgot about it?
she said no. I was like, okay, well, if you make payments, I want $45,000 over the course of the payments. Like I'm not going to take $28,000 for land that's $100,000 and have to receive it through payments over the next 5 years. No, I want to be done. And I was even like willing to I was willing to work with her. And then she moved my RV and just fucking abandoned it outside of the property. She took my storage unit and just left it for everyone to go through. And they did. They stole everything. I was no way I could get everything out of it. And then, like, I don't know, maybe, 6 weeks after that, I was here at Adams. Okay. I was here at Adams when it happened. I was here maybe 2 or 3 days, and she fucking ordered stuff off. She broke into my Amazon account and then ordered stuff using my debit card.
And I don't know how that's even possible.
Back when we were like together and best friends, probably I gave her the information to sign in. She never used it. She never signed in. She never did anything until that day, which is weird to choose to do that. You know what I mean?
And how would she remember it?
I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. But either way, if I gave her permission or access to it when we were like best friends and close, it's still my Amazon account.
It look like a hose?
It's
like hose material?
It's a thick gauge.
It looks like hose, kind of, doesn't it? It looks
Kind of.
like a thin, small hose.
Kind of. I need to go wash dishes. Elliot, please stop goofing off on the stairs.
I'm not goofing off. You're goofing off. Wait, you're gonna go do the dishes?
But yeah, so
I'm already upstairs.
that's why when I prayed, and that's why I've been so like, I don't care if I have to live in a fucking tent, I'll do it. You know what I mean? Because like at the end of the day, I couldn't fucking be there anymore. I could not deal with someone treating me so badly. And like when we first got the property and like we like broke up, I guess, for lack of a better term, when that all happened, she wasted no time. She went to every single one of the neighbors and she told them terrible things about me. She was talking smack about me all over town. But see, at the end of the day, I'm again with this whole thing is like, I don't care what people say about me because I am so secure in myself. I absolutely know it's not true. And if someone believes it, that just means that you're not even checking. You're just taking it as fact. And that says a lot more about the believers of the lie than it does about me.
Water. There's too much peanut butter in it.
Let me just get you some fresh water. But yeah, so like I couldn't deal with that kind of shit anymore and have to deal. So like I had to worry once Matthew died, and I found out that she had pulled a fast one on the title and stuff. Like when we were signing the title, I had filled out all the information because I've been through the process of purchasing a home a couple of times, like
once.
I've done a couple of times. Thank you. So I kind of have a little bit of experience, like dealing with it. Dude. So I had a little bit of experience. So I knew that I wanted a tenancy in common. I didn't want a joint tenancy. And I wanted... Please! Stop interrupting! Stop interrupting! Stop interrupting! I love you. You've got to stop interrupting. Eat your lunch. Enjoy your lunch. And stop interrupting. Please. Anyways, so... Careful. Aww. I knew I put the book here and I was like, oh, the dog's going to choose to jump on and off the bed while I've got that there. I know it. He will not move from that spot otherwise. But anyway, so, I was parked. I had to give up my independence in order for her to join me in that property sale. So in order for her to be the teammate, in order for her to be on that title, I had to move to where she was and live there with her with no phone, no internet. My business suffered my business almost it was unrecoverably suffered, because people were like, oh, she just disappeared off the face of the earth. Because I did for like 5 months. I just disappeared off the face of the earth. And so in order for her to join me, I had to do that because it was a sacrifice that I had to make in order to, and I had to give up my independence. And then we had talked about her, and I had in advance, like, okay, well, in order for you to join us in this, I have to move here so that we're all together during this process. And I'm going to have to use your car, to get groceries, or, I'll tag along with you, and your phone. I'm going to have to use, your phone and your thing, or whatever. And then, she agreed to it, but then started making me feel bad because I needed to use her car and her phone. It's like, hello, we had talked about this. In order for you to get half of this property for free, I have to use your car for a couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying?
And that's when
And so
the truck.
No, that I didn't get the truck till after we moved to the land. But anyway, so I had to put myself in this uncomfortable position in order for her to join me on that property. So I had to sacrifice for her. And then, she just sent me to fuck off. But anyway, so over a guy she literally just met 3 days before. Interesting. But anyway, so I had to park in this spot on the 2 or 3 days before closing. She was getting evicted from where she was living. And because she was getting evicted, I had to move my bus right away. So I moved my bus down the street. I moved my bus to this little area. It's like a little pull-off area. It was maybe 2 miles down the road. And so I had to park there, but I still didn't have phone or internet or anything like that. Or no, I'm sorry. I had access to Wi-Fi because of the neighbor whose property I was parked next to gave me his Wi-Fi information, but I didn't have phone service, and I didn't have
At the end, tell me who he actually was.
I didn't have.
Shh.
Stop. I didn't have phone or internet or whatever. I didn't have phone, so all I had was internet. So all I could do was email and things like that on the internet. I couldn't do regular phone calls with the title office. And now, so that I got the email from the title people, I filled out the paperwork, I sent it back to the title office, and then Roxanne comes down and she says, hey, so the title office just called me and said that we have to redo the title paperwork because it's not common that there are 3 people on the paperwork or whatever. So we have to refill it out so they can add a line for your name to go on there. And I was like, okay. She was my best friend. I trusted her. I didn't think for 1 second she was doing anything to screw me over. So we were about to buy property together. You know what I mean? So I trusted her. We were about to get a joint bank account together too. So I was in a position where I trusted her. And so I didn't question it. And so, I was like, okay, no problem. Just send me the stuff and I'll sign it. Whatever, no problem. So anyways, the title office sent me the stuff and I just signed it and I went about my life. Oopsies. Then fast forward the 3 years, whatever. Matthew ends up dying. And when he died, I talked to his mother, and his mother said that, I was like, well, can you please help me, figure this stuff out with this land? And because she's trying to take it from, whatever. And his mom was like, I really don't care. My son's not alive anymore. So it's really not my shit. It's not my circus. And I understand that. So I didn't want to bother her anyways, really. But in our initial conversation, about everything, she was like, well, just so you know, I talked to Roxanne or I just talked to her, and she said that it's not a tenancy in common, it's a joint tenancy. Because I was talking to Matt's mom, because if with a tenancy in common, when Matthew died, the property immediately went to his mother's possession. It goes to your next of kin. If you don't have a child, next of kin, it goes to your parents or whatever. That's just the way that it works. So I was trying to tell her, I was like, yeah, so, we need to just get this done, this paperwork and stuff. And I'm not worried about it right now. We can do it in a few months or something. I'm not trying to do anything that will, make you unhappy. So I just kind of let it go. And then she calls me back and she's like, hey, just so you know, I just talked to her and she said, and she says,
I need to cover up my food because I gotta use the bathroom.
And she says that you don't have a joint tenancy. You have that you don't have a tenancy in common. You have a joint tenancy. And I was like, no way, that's not true. I'm the one that filled out that fucking paperwork. I know for sure that it says what it says. And so I was calling her a liar. I was like, she's fucking lying. I don't know why she'd lie about something like that. That's so ridiculous. You know, I was like going off. And then come to find out, what was that?
The book fell on its side.
Please, you God.
I literally just sat on the thing to get down.
The books don't fall at all.
Well, it just did.
Somehow, but when you're going down the stairs. Don't try to use your toes. You're going to end up falling. Go. Okay, well, you should probably not hold your stuff that long. Shh, don't whisper. They can hear you, okay? I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to talk about that kind of stuff on the internet.
Hey, hold on, can you mute it for a second? When you have the chance.
Okay, go. No. It's unmuted.
used
It's
to
unmuted.
from
It's
last
unmuted.
night.
It's unmuted. Why is there more water coming in? So, anyways, I was like cussing up a storm. I was like, no, she's lying. She's so full of shit. That's not true. Then I went and checked. I went and looked at the fucking paperwork that I had saved in my phone. And I looked, and sure enough, she was right. It says joint tenancy. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? How in the fuck? And then so I had to sit and think about it. Like, how could that have happened? And then I remembered how she fucking came down and was like, oh, they have to add a line for you. So you have to fill the paperwork out. And I was like, that fucking bitch, she's been planning this shit the whole time. I didn't realize that. I literally thought she met a man, got dick sanded by some guy, had this man, negative man, in her ear talking badly about me. He doesn't know me. He doesn't know my motives. She should know me. She should know my motives. But, you know, with someone clucking in your ear that you're all in love with, you know, maybe it could make you think something about someone that isn't true, that you know isn't true. Some things about someone who you know would never do that. And then, you know, like, so anyway, I thought she had been dick sanded. Come to find out, no, she was literally planning this the whole fucking time. She was planning it the whole fucking time. And you know what that scares me even more about is because she understood the fact that if Matthew and I die, she gets all of the property free and clear because of the joint tenancy. When you die, so the reason I wanted a joint tenancy is because when you die, your share of the land goes to your next of kin. I obviously bought the property with my son in mind, so naturally, if I die, I want my son and my husband to own the land, you know? I don't want some girl and some dude to be able to, you know, take that away from my son. Like, all of this hard work and sacrifice is for him. I want him to have something to show for it. So I would have never done a joint tenancy. But with a joint tenancy, if you die, the property goes amongst the owners. So when Matthew died, his share of the land went to me and her evenly. And the fucked up thing is when he fucking killed himself, in his suicide note, he literally wrote, I want my share of the land to go to me. He wanted me to have the majority of the property. And if I had the majority of the property, I would have already been sold the property a long time ago. But because she pulled that fast one, I wasn't able to do it. And so literally, I've just been caught in this situation where I don't have enough money to get a lawyer, and there are no programs available because I guess that the court system just assumes if you can afford to buy property, you can afford to a lawyer. You know what I mean? But that's not necessarily the case, you know? Like, it isn't always the case. So there are no programs in anywhere like that help you for free. So you could get like a legal aid if you have child custody or a restraining order or anything like that. But if it's civil or real estate, sorry, you're on your own. And that's just where I've been ever since. And like, all I want is to just be done with it. Like, I literally just, either she can buy the property from me, that's fine, or we need to sell it. But I'm done being attached to that whole scenario. And unfortunately, people who are willing to take nefarious routes, they're going to be the ones ultimately who get ahead. because when it comes time for, when I come to a fork in the road and it's either time for me to choose to step on someone to go further or to just have to do what's best for everybody, I'm always going to do what's best for everybody. I will never take away from someone so that I can have. And that's why I have nothing, because I'm not that kind of person. You know what I mean? If I was the kind of person who was nasty and mean and nefarious, I would have, like, my resourcefulness, are you kidding me? I would be so rich and so famous and so fucking all the monies to do whatever I want with, because I would not have that thing in me that stops me from pursuing something at the detriment of someone else, you know? I have no idea, Toodles. But I wouldn't really want to do that anyway, because I would not get what the value of the property is, and I would be responsible for paying it back, and I don't want to do that. I want to sell the property and be done with it. And I also don't want to have like a foreclosure on my, you know, on my record or whatever, because I want to use the money to buy other property. Yeah, I don't think you really can either. Remember Kim, though? That's what she was trying to do. She was trying to pull a fast one, and that's why she was trying to get me to give her Matthew's death certificate. Because she thought that if she could pull some fast one and take a second mortgage out on the property and pay me with the second mortgage. I've already done that First Amendment. I am a definite chance taker. No risk, no reward. Yep, so like at the end of the day, you know, I trust that when the need is there, the people will appear, right? So I have always had that faithfulness that if ever something, and that's why I willingly jumped into this land situation, is because I knew in my heart of hearts that at the end of the day, when it really comes down to it, if I needed a lawyer would show himself. You know what I felt like that would happen. And I did discount black magic. I did not take into account the power that someone could actually have over your life, especially if they have access to your personal effects, you know? And unfortunately, I don't do magic. It's just not my thing. I'm more of a quantum entanglement kind of string theory kind of gal. More so than I believe in like hocus pocus. I believe that the reason why we manifest is because we are all literally connected through our brains, and like, you know, you will get some weird random idea to do something that will move you in a direction that will bring it closer to me having what I need or whatever. You know, like things work like that. You don't even realize that you're doing it. But that's why it's super important to always, if you notice something, do something. So if you notice something, it's because God is trying to show you something. So if you notice that like, oh, there's a piece of garbage on the ground, you should pick that garbage up and throw it away. It doesn't matter if you did it. It doesn't matter if it's your responsibility. You noticed it, and therefore it is your responsibility. The same thing goes for literally anything. If you notice someone is going through a hard time and you are in a position to do something about it, then you should do something about it. That's just the way of it. You should not wait for that person to ask. You should notice and you should offer. That's how I live my life. Roxanne never asked to have half of that property. She never asked to do that. Like, it was never a thing like she was trying to push me into doing. We talked about it. We talked about we should get property. We should have a mom community. We talked about it. And then I left, and 3 days later, I had the money. I prayed to God, and God fucking led me to the money. And that's the only reason that I was able to do that, is because I'm the kind of person that when I notice something, I understand that I'm noticing it for a reason. You're not just like noticing something. Like it's not like that. There's a reason why. And if you get curious, I wonder why I noticed that. Wonder what's over there. I should probably go check it out. It'll lead you to where you want to go. Yeah, Dragonfly, I figured that as much. I've never tried it. I've never even tried to take a loan out or do anything like that. It is warm in here. That's how it goes, Gio. When you notice something, you just follow that noticing, and you just keep following your noticing. You just keep noticing. I saw you on camera. Also, I heard you stomp stomp.
I'm making this like that.
No, when you jumped onto the patio. Dunk dunk.
I did almost slip. Mind give me a hand? Literally by giving me
Oh.
a hand.
Huh?
Mind lending me a hand here?
What?
Lending me a hand.
But what do you need a hand for?
Getting the books making the books not be up here.
No, the books are going to stay there. You're going to have to learn. Great, just almost spilled the water. You're going to have to learn how to move through the space without... If you do not learn how to move through the space without knocking everything down, then you will continue to get into trouble.
Why?
Turn the tablet off.
Why?
No. We're not talking back to mom. Dude, no. You're going to read a book. This Shush, yes. This
No.
Dr. Seuss book has got a story that you're going to want to read. Trust me. It's about Oobleck.
Oobleck?
Yeah.
You sure?
I swear. Literally, that's the title.
Let me read the title.
Dude!
I did not mean to drop that. I did not mean to drop that. I really did
Literally
not mean to
almost hit me in the head. It's just standing right there. Step back. It almost got my foot. Came really close.
I
All right,
tried
so
to catch it.
Bartholomew and the Oobleck. I want you to read it. If you would like to have any rewarding,
Can I
anything
enter my toy bag?
positive, if you want to have
I'll sit by the
positive
toy
times, happy times,
Can you
gay
use
and
my
happy
toy bag?
times.
It's right by your foot.
Ew, gross. Did it land in the toy bin?
Yes!
Ha!
It hit the roof. Right
It
into
smells
a
so
hole.
gross, but so good at the same time.
Oobleck, Mom.
Mm-hmm.
Oobleck.
Bartholomew and the Oobleck.
So can we make Oobleck?
I don't have any stuff.
It just needs cornstarch and like that's about it. Cornstarch and glue.
Dude, yeah, so I was literally looking at a hammock the other day. I want to get one of those kid ADHD hammock things. I think that would be really nice. Because I could hang it from the ceiling. And I have here, literally right here in this room with me, brackets that would go, and they're swing brackets. I bought them for my yoga swing that I just never ended up being able to install because I didn't have a tree that I could use it on. But I have the brackets here so I could hang that swing anywhere. Like if I hung it from like right there, he could swing right here.
Have my candy back.
No.
I'm only gonna have one and I'm gonna hand it back to you.
Mm-mm.
I finished my stuff.
Baby, you just had a peanut butter and jelly. You don't need to sit and just eat sugar. Cut it out. Read your book. If you want candy, probably you should be doing what you're told, right? If you want to ask me for something that you're wanting, that you normally aren't able to just have, if it's something especially like special, like candy, probably you should, I don't know, do what you're told maybe? Or don't. Yep, okay, yep, don't. Yeah, I know. The ADHD swingy things have like they're wide. They're essentially just like a stretchy hammock material. But there is one I saw on Amazon yesterday that is like it's woven, and it was really neat. I think I added it to my wish list. But sleeping in a hammock every night is not practical. Realistically, it's gonna hurt his back. I don't want him to sleep in it every night like that. I need to go into town. So a twin blow-up mattress would not fit. Dragonfly, I used to be 216 pounds.
Why were you that much?
I'm just gonna catch up. Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are here? So that's the thing. So I was 216 pounds in 2018. August of 2018, I weighed 216 pounds. By January of 2019, I weighed 140 pounds, 140 to 160 pounds. I had lost a lot of weight. And what I did was, so I was hypothyroid. I was having thyroid issues because I was vegan. I went vegan. I was vegan from 2014 to 2019. And I developed severe hormonal issues because that shit is not meant for me. I am Norwegian. I am meant to eat lots of fatty, like blubbery meats, you know, and fish. But anyway, so it threw me into like really terrible hormone issues, and my thyroid went wonky. So I started to do research. They wanted to put me on medication, thyroid medication. They wanted to like take out my thyroid and all this fucking hokey shit. And I was just like, no, I'll just like try to heal myself. So I did this, I did Dr. Morse, which is like raw vegan. And I did that specifically, like a mucus cleansing type diet for a little while until like I started to realize like, oh shit, I had eaten some meat or something and it made me feel so good. And so I was like, oh, I think that this is from a lack of like cholesterol and like red meat in my diet. And so I went from the Dr. Morse protocol over to, I started doing bulletproof coffee because I love coffee. And so then I switched from coffee to Ticino, which is a coffee substitute that is so fucking good. It smells like raisinets. I don't really like raisinets, but I like the smell of them. It smells like raisinets. And when you drink it, it tastes like fucking coffee. But it doesn't have any acid. It doesn't have any caffeine. So a lot of the things that, you know, suck about coffee, you don't get this from Ticino. But it tastes almost the same. It's so fucking good. But anyway, so I started doing bulletproof Ticino. And I started to lose weight. And, like, I started to feel so much better. And so I started to do research into, I was already kind of doing research into Dave Asprey, the guy who created the bulletproof coffee stuff. I was kind of already doing research into him through another way because I was doing a lot of manifestation, like studying, a lot of, creating your own reality stuff. I was really deeply studying it at the time. And so I had started this, it's called Mind Valley. And it's literally like corporate America does manifestation, for lack of a better, they're always trying to sell you something, but they're like the corporate guys. That's who their manifestation coach is. But anyway, so I started to do research into that. And this guy who runs Mind Valley, Vishen Lakhiani, he had a master class with Dave Asprey, and he talked about how Dave Asprey has found out how to have like a 30-minute long orgasm, a male orgasm that lasts 30 minutes, and through like you know, certain ways of being and doing. And so I was just really interested in his stuff. And then I found out that he was the creator of Bulletproof Coffee. And when I found out he was the creator of Bulletproof Coffee, I was like, huh, okay, so like he's doing this whole biohacking thing where he's trying to figure out how to like make the body operate at like optimal, you know, whatever. So I started looking into the diet program that he had. And I don't want to say like it's not a diet, it's just a way of eating. You know, in that kind of diet. It's not like a restrictive in any way, shape, or form diet. You eat literally as much food as you can handle. Like you eat until you are stuffed. You can eat as much as you want. There's no restrictions on this diet. But what you do is there's a chart that you can find online, the Bulletproof Diet chart. You can just image on Google. And you'll have like red, yellow, green. Red is stuff that you should not eat, or ways of cooking that you should never use. Like the microwave is on the red. You should never use a microwave. And what Dave talks about is how to keep the enzymes intact in your food so that you're not cooking away all the enzymes, and your food can do with your body what it's, you know, like body can actually process these nutrients because it has the enzymes from the food to help, or whatever. Science. But anyway, so I started looking into that, started doing the research, and I did it. I did the diet, and I lost like 60 pounds almost overnight. Like, and I was eating till I was full. Like I was eating. You just want to cook your food low and slow. That's like the main thing, is like you don't want to char your food. You don't want to cook it on high. You don't want to strip out all of its juices. You want to cook things very low, and like chicken, you want to cook it at like 265 for like, you know, like an hour and a half, 2 hours. You want to like let it really, and you can check it with a thermometer, but you want to bring the chicken up to temperature, internal temperature, slowly. You don't want to like, you know, heat it up quickly. I'm talking about the juiciest fucking chicken you ever ate in your fucking life. It's so good. But so yeah, you just don't want to cook your vegetables and your food until they become mush. You want to try to preserve the enzymes. So like, you know, al dente vegetables and stuff like that. But it's so fucking good. And you can make whatever you want. Like the only thing that he says, like I said, red, yellow, green. So red means like you really shouldn't be eating that, but you can eat whatever you want at the end of the day. You know, it's your body, your choice. You're the one who has to deal with the consequences of your health, right? So he suggests like obviously complex carbs or whatever, simple carbs. So like no you can't, like chocolate chip cookies, like avoid them if possible, or make them with better ingredients. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like paleo and low carb, and like, I don't even know. It's the best diet I've ever been on. It made me lose the weight so fast, and I have never gained the weight back. Never. And I don't know if you guys watch me, but I'll sit here and eat an entire bag of M&Ms, and that's literally all I eat for like 3 days. You know what I mean? Like, so, or I'll like sit and eat an entire 12 dozen donuts. Like I can eat whatever I want now, and I don't gain any weight. And I fully attribute it to the Bulletproof Diet. Honestly, I really feel like that was what did it. Look up Ticino. The best flavor, the one that I like, is the dark dandelion roast. That's the one that is like the closest to coffee. It's so good. I just can't afford to buy it because they don't sell it like in my local store. They sell it, I think, in Whole Foods, but I'm not gonna go to Whole Foods. But when I bought it previously, I just bought it on Amazon. Just buy it on Amazon. It's the blue box, I think. The dark dandelion roast is the best one. And Kim, as far as like intermittent fasting goes, like I kind of always do that. Like my natural eating cycle is I don't really like to eat before noon or 1. And then like I'll eat like later in the day, right before bed, all those things. But like, I just don't, I kind of just naturally intermittently fast on my own. But that's just like, I get sick to my stomach if I try to eat anything early in the day. What else? But you don't have to fast on the bulletproof diet. Like, I don't believe that's like a part of it, but you know, you're probably going to just be satisfied because you're eating to fullness. You know, you eat as much of the food as you want. Like, if you want to have a fucking steak and green beans, as long as you cooked your steak in a way that's not stripping it of all of its natural enzymes and you didn't char it, you can eat as much of it as you want, you know? The caramel one is good. So I don't like caramel flavor. I know you do. I don't like caramel flavor, so I don't like caramel flavored coffee creamer or anything really. I'll drink it if it's there because I like coffee. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say no to like whatever, but it's not I wouldn't choose it on my own, but if it's there, I'll drink it. But, so I wouldn't buy the, you know, whatever, but they have a lot of flavors and all of them are good. All of them are good. All of them. And if I definitely recommend, if you have never had bulletproof coffee, try it. Just the bulletproof coffee alone, being the only change in my diet, I lost like 15 pounds. And that's why I was like, huh, he's onto something with this. I will say that another thing that did happen around the time that I lost all that weight is I left my husband. So we separated around Thanksgiving of 2018, and I officially moved out in February. I'm pretty sure it was February. But anyways. Yes, Kim. So you know how coffee makes you have the coffee sweats? It doesn't do that. The Ticino doesn't do that. That's because of the high acid in the coffee and the caffeine and stuff like that. Ticino doesn't give you the coffee sweats. It doesn't make you stink. It doesn't make you jittery. It doesn't give you the acid reflux. And it tastes so good. It's so good. Yeah, the acid stuff. So, I find that coffee tends to be more acidic when I use a French press or something like that. I was raw vegan off and on for a number of years.
Look what I made. Climb up the ladder and look at it. I used support to lift it up.
Cool! It looks like Stonehenge.
Car hinge. And ready?
I went vegan. Mm-hmm.
And if I had an electric train, this would be perfect. It would be like a Christmas train.
Mm-hmm. I went accidentally vegan or unintentionally went vegan just before I got pregnant with Elliot.
3 cars.
Just before I got pregnant with Elliot, I went vegan, or I just like started like having like aversions to things. And then when I got pregnant, I had serious aversions. I was basically queasy my entire pregnancy. Like, I was sick to my stomach the whole time. Everything I smelled made me want to throw up. It gave me that dizzy headache. Every time I would eat food, it would give me that dizzy headache.
Guess what happened? I was driving the train and all of a sudden, a part of the train track collapsed.
Oh, bummer.
Right
Will
when
you
the
make
train was going over.
Are you able to make a track that's not on supports, but that comes out and goes like across the floor and around? Like, can you make a long track?
I can make a long track, but I'll need a bunch of pieces, and I might not have all the pieces.
You got plenty of pieces. You just don't have to make them up off the ground.
I don't have to make an up piece. I don't have an up piece.
Those are the pieces that are under your circle.
For bridges.
That's the piece. Those you got under your...
No, the angled track that goes upward.
Yes, you do. There's two pieces. They are in there.
I know they're in there, but I can't find them.
It's called look.
Last time I saw them, they were at Hannah's.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're there, buddy.
They're probably still at Hannah's. outside getting poured on. Or
But yeah,
spilled
so
on. Hug.
I don't remember.
Oh, tell them what I have now.
Oh, Ellie. Oh. Do you guys remember? I was crying about it. So, do you guys remember I was literally saying the other day that I really just wanted to become financially stable before his childhood was over, so that like we could do cool things like
That hasn't happened.
Well,
I'm already having body odor.
his childhood is pretty much over. He's got BO now. Like real actual
I only have 4 more years of my childhood.
real actual body odor. Not he doesn't smell like vinegar anymore. He smells like a man.
I smell
It smells just like this. Yes.
armpits.
Coffee sweats. So I've spent
When I sweat, I have body odor.
I spent some time yesterday crying about it because like you know,
Look,
I tried
you know
so
how,
hard
You know how I could barely
to get money
Look,
and to
Mom,
to
remember
become
when
wealthy and
Mom,
do these things before
wait,
his
wait.
childhood is over. I've been working
Remember-
so fucking hard for so
remember,
many fucking
Mom,
years.
Remember when I was just a few years younger? I couldn't even wrap all the way around you. Now I can almost touch your side.
Mm-hmm.
I can't touch your side.
I don't want him to wear deodorant. It's too early. I especially don't want you using Daddy's, okay?
Why? He uses allspice.
Right.
Allspice is.
It's-
I've used it before.
It is full of chemicals, and it is 100% known to cause cancer. It's not a joke. I'm not playing. It is extremely toxic. If you want to use anything, you can use salt.
Not salt. I want something that will actually make my armpits not smell salty. or
Salt has no
They'll
smell.
smell
They won't smell
good.
disgusting.
They will smell.
You can wear
tasty.
cologne or oil. You can wear scented oil. Please, please. My back is
You know-
hurting. My
you
back
know
is
those-
hurting. So please be
You know
mindful.
those toys that do this?
The monkeys.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Remember in Toy Story, keep doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Ready? He grabbed Woody and. Okay.
I just really don't want him. Like, I just feel like I failed. You know, I just feel like a total failure.
You're not failing.
I feel like a total failure because I didn't succeed at what I was trying to do before your childhood was over.
Until I have puberty, I still have childhood.
Okay. You promise to stay a little bit immature? And so you'll like things and have your imagination?
I'll probably be like that.
You're
my
not going to
entire
start, like,
life.
giving a crap about girls and stuff, right? You're just going to keep caring about cars?
Probably. Who knows?
I don't like that smile.
I'm just smiling. Look at the skeleton. It
Mhm.
looks like he's doing this.
Mm-hmm.
You can see your skeleton this
Okay,
way.
I want you to read your book, baby.
Now you know what your skull looks like, and you can't touch your lip. You can't touch your this together.
You can't say licks. It hurt your licks.
Yeah, you need
You need your licks to say licks.
lip. Somehow
Lick.
somehow
Use the tip of your tongue. Lick.
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 Lick. Okay, you need your upper and
It's the P
lower.
sound. Please, baby, you're
Things
gonna fall down the
that close
stairs.
on your
You're gonna
feet.
fall down the stairs. Take a pause. Take a pause. Please, buddy, you've got to stop knocking all these books down. If they fall, they break. They are 100 years old. Please, you've got to start having consideration going up and down these stairs. Please. There's plenty of room for your feet. There's absolutely no reason why these books should be getting knocked down as much as they are.
there isn't.
No, there is plenty. Your feet are smaller than mine, okay? If I can go up and down the stairs without knocking all the books down, so
knock
can
the
you.
book down.
Elliot, if I can go up and down the stairs without knocking the books down, so
Yeah,
can
great
you.
books.
So can you.
You
Okay?
knocked down like a book.
Oh my fucking God, Elliot.
Turn the TV off, honey.
My home
Turn
screen.
the TV off.
No!
You haven't read. You're not listening. You're not actively seeming as if you're going to be picking up the book to read. So go ahead and turn the TV off.
But I'm playing with toys and I want to watch
Put on
TV
music
while I
then.
play with toys.
Mm-mm.
What?
Put some music on really low. Put on Kids Bop or something.
Well,
And then you can either read or you can play with your toys if you're behaving. But, you know, if you're getting up and down the stairs, that's not behaving. That's goofing off. So if you're going to be goofing off, you could be doing book stuff. If you want to play and enjoy yourself, you can do that. But if you're not, you know, in a positive way, then we're just going to do something different. A lot of the wood is broken.
what?
A lot of the wood is broken.
On what?
The railing, I really want you to not put your weight on this
On this?
railing. Mm-hmm. I really want you to be mindful of
It's
that.
chipped up and stuff.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about cracks from the screws or nails or whatever
Let me
that were not pre-drilled, and so they've cracked the wood. There's a crack in the middle of that, just like there is in this step here.
They were hammered in.
Mm-hmm. Like I
So-
said, so it wasn't
Some of
pre-drilled or anything like that, and so when it went in, it split the wood. The wood was probably already kind of soft in that area. No more up and down.
Well, I was just trying to look and see what you were talking about. So I went down a little.
You know what's funny? Actually, what I noticed to be true is the more that I wash the more frequently I shower, the more my armpits stink, actually. If I am on like day 2 of not having a shower, it's not nearly as smelly as it would be if I was showering every day. By the end of that day, I would stink more. And also, my hair would be more greasy. Why would I want that? Like, why would I want to train my body to thinking that it doesn't produce enough of its natural oils on its own? Like, if you want greasy hair, if you want greasy skin, wash that shit every day. And you will. You will have very greasy hair and very greasy skin. Because your body is like, hey, wait, didn't I just put oil here yesterday? I could have sworn I just put oil here yesterday. Well, let me put twice as much this time. Maybe that'll work. And then you fucking strip it all away. And then your body's like, hey, wait a minute. Didn't I just put extra oil down here yesterday and now it's still gone? Let me add even more this time. And this next thing you know, you're a fucking total grease ball.
No,
And somehow convincing yourself that you're cleaner than other people, which is funny. I don't get gross like that. If, like, you know. And anyway, how does anybody know how often we shower? Is anyone here? Like, I just showered. Don't you see these clean bangs? Like, would dirty hair do that? No. I mean, you gotta realize this is someone who was, like, so you guys know who Anton LaVey is, right? Like, you know who that is? He's like the king of the Satanists. And the image in that profile photo was also an image of Anton LaVey, the real Anton LaVey. Yeah, I will. I'll check my email as soon as I get off of here.
Can we go
But-
to that woman's house to get the ornaments?
Oh, shoot, I forgot about that. Yep. All right, guys, I gotta go. I gotta go pick up some stuff down the street. I totally forgot about it. I love you guys. I'll be back in a bit.